Alrighty, so next up we've got the hang snatch. So it's a progression from the high hang snatch. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and check that one out. But we're now going to bring the bar down to our kneecap, and it's going to allow us to help produce more force and get more weight above our head. So come down to the hang position. So we talk about the hang is anywhere off the floor. When we talk about our hangs, we do high hang and we do the knee hang. So we're talking about getting our bar just on the patella tendon there, and you can see he's developed a really strong neutral spine. His armpits are above the bar, and we're looking for a vertical shin so that we can see the kinetic potential through his hamstrings and hips. And we're keeping these lats super active to fight gravity pulling us down. So keep those lats active. Now we're going to focus on pulling the bar up our thighs into our hip crease, and we're going to triple extend off the hip crease, pulling the bar over our head and into that power or squat position. So we'll see one in slow-mo. Pulling that bar up and take it overhead. Do a full snatch. Go again. What are you doing? Full snatch, so real slow, and then like go slow and then extend. Where do we get to? Oh, I think we'll just do that again, hey? So we're gonna see one from the knee. We're gonna go slow-mo from the knee. So we're trying to find those perfect positions. When we get to the hips, obviously we're gonna have to extend over the head with full speed and receiving in that power position or the squat position, depending on where you're working. So the priority, let's go back to the knee. We're gonna focus on making sure these lats stay tight, and our priority is to pull the bar as high up into our hip crease as we can. So we need to continue to drive our knees back and keep our chest over the bar and be super patient by pulling the bar into the hip crease. So let's go slow-mo, as slow as we can, pulling the bar as high as we can. Start to drive the hips through now and transition into that high hang position where you've got your back up against a brick wall. So we've got that ability to extend and keep that bar vertical. So now we can use the hips and drop under the bar, lifting the bar above our head to a full lockout. So one of the most common faults we see with the snatch is catching the starfish. So what we want to see is obviously getting that head through the top and catching with our bum back, making sure that we get a head through. So coming down to the knee now, Harry's going to show us a starfish rep. No, that's not a starfish.
What's starfish?
Catch on your toes.
It's very hard to do.
I know. Make it happen. We'll go again.
Wait, okay.
Go, try now. Just like catch.
Fuck, what do you mean? That's a rep.
Hang on, show you. Like, who does it? I know who does it. Like that. And just catch there and hold.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how like they sort of catch and like they push the hips forward and like they stay on their toes? Yeah, just hold there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I mean, make it look as shit as possible. And just stay there.
Yeah.
We'll just do that one again, hey? Yeah. So one of the most common faults we see with the snatch is catching in the starfish. So not catching with our bum back and our head through our shoulders, but instead catching with the bar in front of our body. So Harry's gonna show us what a starfish looks like. And you can see there, all his weight's to his knees, the bar's actually finishing up in front of his body and his hips are forward. So we need to catch in that power position. So we'll go through one more rep. Essentially, once you've got as tall as you can and you've done the triple extension, we need to try and push our bum back and receive with our weight on our heels. And that way, from there, we can actually drop down into a squat snatch if we needed to. So it's all about finding the correct positions so we can work through the progressions and get as much load on the bar as we can.